It's your boy Ofentse Ledwaba once again. Welcome to my channel once again. Thank you for joining, guys. And also, if you're a new viewer, please do not forget to click the subscribe button and also click the notification bell so that you can be notified every time I post a new video. So basically, guys, today I'll be just showing you guys the simplest way of analyzing and understanding the trend line breakout. So basically, you get to understand what happens and how you can be able to spot a breakout, and also how you can be able to catch those moves when a pair breaks and then comes back. So basically, in simplest form, you'll be able to see the high probability trades and the less probability trades. So basically, you get to see the much more information how we make use of the trend line in our strategy, how we are able to spot the movements that are happening within the trend line, and what do we look for when the price is next to the trend line. So you get to understand the movements of certainly understanding the price movement, the impulse correction impulse, the 1 2 3 formations, and also the candlesticks formed on those trend lines, and also the support and resistance on those trend lines. So basically, you get to see we combine everything into seeing that trend lines give us much more high probability depending on where they are. Join me into the charts. Welcome, guys, to the charts, and I'll be showing you guys just how powerful a trend line is, how you can be able to understand the trend lines do's and don'ts, and also be able to see the breakouts, what it does, the retest, and so forth. So basically, you need to be aware that the market tends to break and retest, you understand? So basically, you need to understand how you can take the relevant or perfect entries. So guys, what I'm currently looking at now is GBPJPY. I've noticed that we are on the higher time frame, and I drew my resistance on price 148.931. I'm expecting price to reach there, but it's already within that zone. So basically, I'll be looking for sales now, you understand? I'll be looking for sales because I can see we have an outer structure here. You can see we have these two areas here, there's trend lines here. You can see price from the lowest to the peak, and also we have this on top managing this line. So basically, I'm expecting this kind of move to come back down here, and my TP will be here. So basically, this is just what I'm looking at. So basically, let me show you the mere reason why a trend line is powerful. You can see these levels here. You can see here this price. Every time price came back to touch the trend line, it moved away. You understand? So it's like it's resisting to stay there for longer. You understand? That becomes now the support, because it's at the bottom. Now it becomes the support. You must understand the trend lines can be ascending support or ascending resistance. So basically, this one is a resistance. So you can see price was moving in this manner. And touch this one, came down, touch this one, came down, went up, touch this one, up, down, touch this one, and now we're coming to the third touch on top. So you can see price is touching the bottom or ascending support. So now we want to see how price was reacting on the resistance. Is coming for the third time. So what I'm looking at now, I just want to show you guys something. So basically, you can see what is price doing. You can see price, this was the support, then it got broken, and then bounced here, now becomes the support, then after that they broke it. So now we're coming here to retest and then go down. You understand? So basically, this is just how you can be able to spot the power of the trend line. So you can see even this one, you understand? But this is the inner one. You can see the outer one is much more clear. So I want to show you guys before what really happened. the power of the trend line. Look what happened here. The breakout, you see. But what I want you guys to see, I mentioned the retest. Look what happened here. This is a retest. Understand? And this was the first breakout. So should you have missed this entry, the market gave you a second chance to be able to enter because you have a retest. So all the time, or if you want to be in better trades, always make sure you wait for a retest, because what really happened here, we have this as our resistance. I'll show you. We have this as our resistance that was broken. Resistance. This was the resistance, and this was the major support coming from higher time frame. And this becomes the resistance. It's more internal resistance because we already have the bigger resistance on top, which was this one here. Before this happened, it was this one. So we're expecting price to test this, understand? So basically, look what happened. Price broke and then came back to retest it, and then that's when it shot up. And also, an extra confirmation, what do we have? We have a correction to the downside, which is also showing a trend line. We use the trend line to draw also this. You can see here now, it's we see it's touching at the bottom. So impulse, correction, impulse. So basically, what I'm saying is that it broke the resistance, came back to retest it. Now it becomes a support. So here, it was a resistance before it got broken, and now here it becomes what? A support. It's a new support. Trend line, let me say previous resistance becomes new support, because now we are on top of it. It cannot be resistant anymore. Where's our next resistance? Is this one now, before all this happens. Let me do this so that you can be able to see. So now this becomes our resistance. Resistance or TP. That's where we can set our target as, because we will put our entries along this line, take it all the way up. So guys, you must be aware that the market sometimes they tend to do false breakout. You can see the certain spikes. It shows you move that it's breaking, but it is not breaking on the higher time frame. You go to a smaller time frame, you find that the 1 hour or 4 hour has closed below this line, but you find that on the daily there's not closed. Do you understand? Because the daily is 6 4-hour candles and 24 1-hour candles. So that's how they catch most of the people. They close and then come back up. So you'll see a spike on the daily chart. You can see that it's a fake breakout. Even this one, it was a fake breakout. So let me just say, because you can see it left a spike there. First breakout. It's a retest and also a fake breakout. So you can see all those situations are at most giving us much more information for us to take it to the upside. So now you're taking up, and then you put your stop loss just below this level. So you can see how it moved. So now I showed you guys just how to spot those movements. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to lower time frame, which is 4 hour. You see it's happening. And then I want you guys to see something what really happened here. Here they were playing with the price. Look at this, like there's no structure here. You see what is happening? Yes, the market is supposed to move like that and like this. So this move, it was basically a false breakout. Understand? Just to kick out the stop losses there. Understand? Because if you look at this, price was certainly in a correction to the upside. So price was just moving in this manner. So we are supposed to fall without spiking that up. So basically you can see here they were just doing a huge market pull and then they kicked many people out because most people here they were selling and they were right to sell. So you must understand the level of clarity that you will get from the market. You understand? So hence you must always use a stop loss, because let's say you sold here and then you left it open, it would have blown your account. Because look at this for our chart. You can see here I'm on 1 hour chart. You can see basically they could have blown your account because you wouldn't survive this spike. So what I want to show you guys is also the trend line breaks when the market is reversing from the sell to the bullish when it was. So look at what is currently happening here. The movement around these areas is subsequent manageable. You can be able to see what was really happening here. You can see price is just correctively going up, you understand? But inside that big corrective movement there is bullish movement. So you need to be able to understand and familiarize yourself with them and be able to understand that those type of movements you need to be aware of so that you don't get caught up on the wrong side. You can see then impulse, correction, impulse. We are having another correction here before we have a continuation to the downside. So you can at most see the movements that this trend line breaks. Once it breaks, it comes back in retest. Let me show you here. You have a break and then you have a retest. So always, if you want to always be step ahead of the market, you have to understand that you can wait for a break and then take your trade when it does a retest. So you can see here it did a retest and then you can take your trade there. You wait for the break, because you must understand that the minute it breaks, if you're gonna take your trade after it is broken, you will take this type of positions. So basically you can see that retest is at most much more important, because you will see most of the time when it is broken the trend, it retests. You can see even this one, it broke this, then came back to retest. So basically how you would catch this one will be, I want to show you how. Yes, look at what is happening. We have a trend line here, so we have the 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the fourth touch. So this level here, you take your trade. That is the reason you take your trade. It's a retest on the trend line because we are now in a downtrend. The second one will be here. So you can see what price does when it touches the management trend line. You see, so this was a false breakout. It broke and then came back. So basically how we would catch this one, you'll have your move like this. Understand? Also this will become the inner resistance, and then this, because look at what is happening here. It broke, came back to retest, went down again. Look at this retest exactly. You see, there's just a spike and came back. You see, so we have another entry here at the support. So basically you can see that you are very right, because what are you trading? You're trading impulse, correction, impulse. You see, there's what happening. Impulse, correction, impulse. They broke the support. So this is just a way of seeing the power of trend line breakout. So basically you need to apply this and make sure you practice so that you can be able to grasp it. It's not gonna be easy, and it's not gonna be an overnight thing. Yes, you need to understand the trend lines and be able to see how they movement. So basically this is just the way we can be able to analyze the market using the 6-day perspective, not using any type of indicator, and you get much more clarity from this. And also guys, if you like to learn directly from me to get the Forex Heroes 2.0, click the website and also subscribe to their monthly signal so that you can take the trades that I take. Thank you for tuning in. It's your boy Ofentse Ledwaba. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you can get much more information and be notified every time and all the time I post new videos.